Welcome, fellow seekers of ancient lore. Today we embark on a captivating journey through time, delving into the enigmatic origins of 7 of the earliest mythological creatures that have stirred human imagination for millennia. From the shadowy depths of folklore to the hallowed pages of epic sagas, these legendary beings have left an indelible mark on our collective consciousness. Trolls have their origins in Norse mythology and Scandinavian folklore. These enigmatic beings are featured heavily in the fairy tales of Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Finland, and Iceland. Trolls are creatures that dwell in isolated areas such as rocks, mountains, and caves, rarely interacting with humans. Trolls in mythology exhibit a wide range of appearances, depending on the specific folklore or context. Traditional trolls are often depicted as ugly, misshapen creatures. They may have hunchbacks, warts, and disheveled hair. Their features can be exaggerated, emphasizing their grotesque appearance. Trolls are sometimes depicted wearing ragged clothing or animal skins. They might carry clubs, staffs, or other crude weapons. Their attire reflects their rugged lifestyle. A common belief is that trolls burst or turn to stone when exposed to sunlight. This transformation is a recurring theme in troll-related stories. In Norse mythology, the term troll is applied to Jötnar, giants, and is mentioned throughout Old Norse texts. In Norse mythology, trolls are typically portrayed as large and powerful beings. Some legends describe them as towering giants, capable of immense strength. Their size contributes to their intimidating presence. In Old Norse sources, trolls are described as dwelling in isolated mountains, rocks, and caves. They sometimes live together in small family units, usually as father and daughter or mother and son, but are rarely helpful or friendly to human beings. In Scandinavian folklore, there is trollkin and human-like variations. Some trolls are more human-like, blending in with humans. Others have distinct features like elongated noses, large ears, and sharp teeth. In Scandinavian folklore, there's a belief that trolls can appear human during the night, but revert to their true form during the day. A common theme is that trolls turn to stone when exposed to sunlight. This transformation is often used as a plot device in stories. Trolls may hide in caves or under bridges during the day to avoid sunlight. Different cultures have their own interpretations of trolls. Scandinavian trolls differ from those found in other mythologies, such as Slavic or Finnish folklore. Remember that the appearance of trolls can vary widely, and storytellers often add their own creative twists to these mythical beings. Whether fearsome or intriguing, trolls continue to capture our imagination. The word troll likely originated from the Norwegian words for witches and witchcraft, trollfolk and trolldom, respectively. So, next time you encounter a troll in a story, remember that it has ancient roots in Norse mythology. Briareus is one of the 3 hecaton kyries, or 100-handed ones. These primordial giants have a remarkable appearance. They possess 100 arms and 50 heads. Briareus is the son of the deities Uranus, heaven, and Gaia, earth. According to Homer's Iliad, the gods called him Briareus, while mortals referred to him as Aegeon. Briareus is a prominent figure in Greek mythology, particularly known for his incredible strength and unique physical attributes. Briareus is depicted as a gigantic being with an imposing presence. His numerous arms and heads emphasize his immense strength and power, while the exact details of his appearance can vary across different sources. The common theme is his multiplicity of limbs and faces. In Greek mythology, Briareus and his brothers played a crucial role in aiding Zeus, the king of the gods, during the Titanomachy, the battle against the Titans. However, there are different traditions and interpretations regarding Briareus' character. Hesiod describes Briareus as an ally of Zeus, helping to defeat the Titans. Callimachus, a Hellenistic poet, portrays Briareus as an opponent of Zeus, one of the assailants of Olympus. After his defeat, he was supposedly buried under Mount Etna. Another tradition presents Briareus as a giant of the sea, an enemy of Poseidon, the god of the sea, and even the inventor of warships. The Hecatoncheirus may symbolize gigantic natural forces such as earthquakes or the motion of sea waves. Briareus' transformation from ally to opponent in different myths reflects the complexity of ancient storytelling. In summary, Briareus Aegaeon is a multifaceted character embodying both strength and mystery. Whether aiding the gods or challenging them, he remains an intriguing figure. Briareus' story reflects the rich tapestry of Greek mythology, where gods and primordial beings engage in epic struggles and embody the forces of the natural world. A unicorn is a mythological animal resembling a horse or a goat, but with a single horn on its forehead. Early Mesopotamian artworks depict unicorns, and they also appear in the ancient myths of India and China. The unicorn's horn was believed to have magical properties, protecting those who drank from it against stomach trouble, epilepsy, and poison. Medieval writers likened the unicorn to Christ, emphasizing its purity and healing properties. Other legends describe the unicorn's combat with an elephant and its ability to purify poisoned waters. Certain passages in the Bible mention a strong and splendid horned animal called Rem, while some translations use unicorn or rhinoceros. Modern interpretations prefer wild ox, aurochs, as the correct meaning of the Hebrew term. Early Christian interpretations allegorically linked the unicorn to Christ. In the ancient Greek bestiary known as the physiologus, the unicorn could only be caught if a virgin maiden was placed before it. The unicorn would leap into her lap, and she would lead it to the king's palace. While unicorns are most commonly associated with European folklore, similar horned or single-horned creatures appear in various non-European mythologies as well. The earliest Greek description of a single-horned animal comes from the historian Ctesias, around 400 BCE. Ctesias related that the Indian wild ass had a white body, purple head, blue eyes, and a cubit-long horn. The horn was red at the tip, black in the middle, and white at the base. Legends surrounding the unicorn's horn were likely inspired by the Indian rhinoceros. The qilin, also known as kirin in Japan, is a mythical creature. It resembles a composite creature with features of a deer, dragon, and sometimes a unicorn. The qilin is associated with good fortune, prosperity, and harmony. It is often depicted with a single horn on its forehead. In ancient Indian texts, there are references to a single-horned creature called the Indrik, or Indra's unicorn. The Persian tradition also includes a similar creature known as the Shadavar, or Shadhul. These creatures share some characteristics with European unicorns, emphasizing their rarity and magical properties. In African mythology, the Abata is described as a unicorn-like creature. The Abata is said to have a single straight horn and is known for its elusive nature. It is believed that anyone who captures an Abata will receive great blessings. In Korean folklore, it is a mythical creature known as the Hittite. It resembles a lion with a single horn on its head. Hittite statues were often placed at the gates of palaces and temples to protect against fire and evil spirits. In European literature and art, the unicorn is often portrayed as a white, horse-like or goat-like animal. Key features include long, straight horn projecting from its forehead, spiraling grooves on the horn, cloven hooves similar to those of a goat, sometimes a goat's beard. In the Indus Valley Civilization, which dates back to around 2000 BCE, unicorn-like creatures appear on soapstone stamp seals. These creatures have a body more like a cow than a horse, with a curved horn that goes forward and then up at the tip. The mysterious feature in front of their backs may represent a harness or covering. On these seals, the unicorn typically faces a vertical object, such as a ritual offering stand, an incense burner, or a manger. In modern fairy tales, unicorns are often depicted as white horses with a single long horn on their heads. However, in older stories, unicorns had a short, colored horn and the body of a goat. Various other cultures have their own horned or single-horned creatures, each with unique symbolism and attributes. These include the Japanese Kirin, the Arabian Oryx, and the Vietnamese Lin Lan. While the European unicorn is perhaps the most famous, similar horned beings appear across diverse mythologies, each carrying its own cultural significance. Dragons have captured human imagination for centuries, appearing in myths, legends, and folklore across various cultures. These magical creatures vary significantly in their depictions, but some common characteristics include their serpent-like bodies, wings, huge claws, and often the ability to breathe fire. Early dragons were often seen as mighty serpents with various features, including the ability to breathe fire and fly. The word dragon itself is derived from the Greek word drakon, which means large serpent or sea serpent. During the medieval ages, Western cultures transformed their dragon portrayals, while Eastern cultures continued their traditions. In Dahomey mythology is the rainbow serpent Idowedo, and in West African folklore is the Ninki Nanka, described as reptilian and possibly dragon-like. In Richtersveld, South Africa, dwelling in a cave is the Grootslang, an elephant-sized serpent. In Albanian mythology is the Bala, a serpentic dragon that sleeps throughout the year and awakens only on St. George's Day. Kulshidra, an evolved form of the Bala with 9 tongues, horns, spines, and larger wings. It causes droughts and feeds off human sacrifices. Chinese dragons. These benevolent creatures symbolize power, strength, and good fortune. They are often depicted as long, serpentine beings with whiskers, antler-like horns, and no wings. Japanese dragons, known as Ryu, they can be both good and evil. They typically have 3 claws and are associated with water. Other notable dragons are Apep, Apophis, the giant snake of chaos from Egyptian mythology. Ouroboros, the tail-eater serpent, often depicted as a dragon or snake. Masinji, a benevolent healer in Sangha mythology. Draconic creatures were first described in the mythologies of the ancient Near East. These early depictions of dragons appear in ancient Mesopotamian art and literature. Stories about storm gods slaying giant serpents occur throughout nearly all Near Eastern and Indo-European mythologies. The beliefs about dragons often varied based on geographical location. In Eastern cultures, dragons were seen as knowledgeable deities with power over storms and water. They were also considered benevolent creatures that could ward off evil. In Western cultures, Western perspectives often portrayed dragons as evil beasts, reveling in chaos and destruction. They were thought to guard hoards of treasure and inhabit dark, perilous places. Dragons have left an indelible mark on human imagination, appearing in myths, legends, and art across cultures. Whether benevolent or fearsome, these mythical creatures continue to captivate our minds. The phoenix is a legendary bird with a rich mythological history. The phoenix has a captivating presence in both Egyptian and Greek mythology. The phoenix cyclically regenerates or is reborn after death. Associated with the sun, it obtains new life by rising from the ashes of its predecessor. While it is a prominent figure in Greek mythology, similar bird motifs appear in Egyptian and Persian cultures. Some attribute the origin of the phoenix to ancient Egypt, while others believe Egyptian texts were influenced by classical folklore. In ancient Egypt, the phoenix is closely associated with the deity Banu. Banu represents the sun, creation, and rebirth. The bird is believed to have inspired the later phoenix legends that developed in Greek mythology. The Egyptian phoenix, known as Benu, is described as large as an eagle, adorned with brilliant scarlet and gold plumage, possessing a melodious cry. The legend of the phoenix in Egyptian mythology is powerful and enduring. The bird bursts into flames consumed by fire. From its ashes it is reborn, symbolizing renewal, resurrection, and immortality. Benu embodies the eternal cycle of life and the sun's daily rebirth. The earliest clear mention of the phoenix in ancient Greek literature occurs in a fragment of the Precepts of Chiron, attributed to the 8th century BC Greek poet Hesiod. Beyond Greece, the linear B script from Mycenaean Greece also alludes to the phoenix. Over time, the phoenix motif gained diverse associations. The bird symbolizes renewal, resurrection, and the eternal cycle of life. It represents the sun's daily rebirth and the passage of time. The phoenix embodies imperial power and the soul's transmigration. Some scholars see it as a symbol of Christ's resurrection, virginity, and exceptionalism. It also relates to purity, virginity, and exceptional individuals. The word phoenix entered English from Latin, reinforced by French influence. The Latin term comes from Greek phoenix. In Mycenaean Greek, it likely meant griffin, but its exact meaning remains debated. The word may derive from a Semitic root related to red dyes, linking it to the Phoenicians. The phoenix's story transcends its origins, resonating across cultures and inspiring tales of rebirth and transformation. Kitsune is the Japanese word for fox. These mythical creatures play a significant role in Japanese folklore and culture. Kitsune, the mythical fox spirits in Japanese folklore, come in various types, each with unique characteristics and abilities. Kitsune are depicted as intelligent beings with paranormal abilities that increase with their age and wisdom. Legends attribute various magical powers to them. Kitsune exhibit the ability to transform or shapeshift into human form or other shapes. They are known for their trickery and ability to bewitch people. Kitsune are often depicted with multiple tails. Some legends mention as many as 9 tails. The more tails a kitsune has, the older, wiser, and more powerful it becomes. Due to their potential influence, some people even make sacrifices to them. Foxes and humans lived closely together in ancient Japan, leading to legends about these creatures. Kitsune stories portray them as both faithful guardians and tricksters. Kitsune are closely associated with Inari, a Shinto kami spirit. They serve as messengers of Inari and reinforce the fox's supernatural significance. Kitsune exhibit distinctive features often depicted as foxes, with either a red or white coat. Their eyes are usually portrayed as intelligent and crafty. The Kitsune's enchanting abilities, shape-shifting prowess, and close association with Inari make it a captivating figure in Japanese mythology. The Kraken is a legendary sea monster of enormous size, etymologically akin to a squid or octopus. It is said to appear in the sea between Norway and Iceland. The Kraken is often depicted as a massive and fearsome creature. Accounts differ, but some describe it as a giant octopus with enormous tentacles that can reach up to a mile in length, or a giant squid with huge eyes the size of dinner plates. Occasionally, it is portrayed as a massive crab or lobster. Its immense size allows it to be mistaken for land, its mouth for a sound, and its teeth for boulders. The Kraken's behavior varies in different legends. In some tales, the Kraken is a vicious predator that attacks ships and sailors. It can drag entire vessels down to the depths of the ocean. Other stories depict the Kraken as a peaceful creature that helps sailors in need. Sailor superstitions often associated the Kraken with treacherous waters and danger. The legend of the Kraken may have originated from sightings of giant squid, which can grow to 12-15 meters, 40-50 feet in length. As a subject of sailor superstitions and mythos, the Kraken was first described in the modern era by Francesco Negri in 1700. The Dano-Norwegian missionary and explorer Hans Egede provided a detailed account of the Kraken, equating it with the Hafgufa of medieval lore. Egede's description contributed to the Kraken's fame. The name Kraken itself means octopus in Old Norwegian, and the Swedes would have used the same word to describe a large whale. While the Kraken primarily has its home in Norwegian folklore, references to this creature can also be found in Swedish and Icelandic lore. The Kraken's mysterious presence in Norse mythology continues to captivate our imaginations. The Kraken's legend likely started with sightings of real animals, such as the giant squid. Ancient navigators, fearing the unknown depths of the sea, turned encounters with unfamiliar creatures into mythological tales. Thank you for watching. Which myth creature did you like the most? Please leave a comment of any that you would like to explore more, or any other myth you like. To keep exploring with Salazar's Timeless Treasures, please like and subscribe and hit that bell.